On Your Side Tonight with Jamie Bowl starts now. A faculty member shot and killed on the campus of UNC Chapel Hill.
This is truly a tragic day for our campus community.
Students and professors barricading themselves in dorm rooms, offices, and classrooms for hours.
It's a day we train for, but we hope it never comes.
The suspected shooter now in custody. We're live on the ground in Chapel Hill tonight. Good evening and welcome to On Your Side Tonight. I'm Jamie Bowl. WBTV has been live and on your side since UNC Chapel Hill first put out its first alert for students to shelter in place. It was around 1 this afternoon. In the last hour, we learned a faculty member was shot and killed on campus today, and the suspected gunman is now in custody. Right now, the school is urging people, though, to stay away from the Caudle Labs. That is where a police investigation is still unfolding tonight. We have live team coverage for you in Chapel Hill, covering every angle of this story. We're going to start with our chief investigative reporter, Nick Oxner, on the ground there at the campus of UNC Chapel Hill. Nick, a lot of developments here in just the last hour or so.
Yeah, Jamie, they are, and a lot of those developments center around what happened here at the Caudle Labs building. That's the building just on the other side of that yellow police tape behind me. Earlier today, it was a much different scene. Let's take a look at that video here from the Caudle Labs building. We're right in the heart of campus, right near Kenan Stadium, right literally across the street from the bell tower. We know this call came in just after 1 o'clock this afternoon. Shots fired inside the Caudle Labs building. We know that there was a manhunt underway for more than an hour. And get this, this is the video that manhunt culminated in. Video that we got from our news partner in Raleigh of what we believe to be that person of interest, that suspect being taken into custody by law enforcement less than 2 hours after the call for shots fired. Ultimately, we know the suspect police were looking for is this man. That's the picture that's coming up on your screen here. Police put out this picture of who they said was a person of interest. But we know from a press conference that wrapped up just about an hour ago that they have yet to charge anybody. They have yet to release a name of that suspect. We also learned that a faculty member was killed in this shooting. That appears to be the only victim in the shooting. At that press conference, we heard from UNC Chapel Hill's Chancellor Kevin Guskowitz. Let's listen to a little bit about what he had to say.
This loss is devastating, and the shooting damages the trust and safety that we so often take for granted in our campus community.
And we also heard from the police chief of the UNC Chapel Hill campus police, whose team was pivotal and instrumental in responding within minutes to today's deadly shooting.
To actually have the suspect in custody, it gives us an opportunity to figure out the why and even the how, and also helps us to uncover a motive and really just why this happened today. Why today? Why at all?
And so coming out of that press conference that we heard from the police chief, a couple things that we still don't know at this moment. Again, we don't have the name of that suspect yet. We heard just there in that clip that he has not yet been formally charged. We also heard the chief say at that press conference they still haven't located the weapon that was used in the shooting. But we know right now that the FBI evidence response team is walking in and out here of Caudle Labs, of this building. There's other law enforcement on scene. We've seen police canines. Still very active scene. A lot of activity going on the other side of this police tape. For now, Jamie, we'll send it back to you, reporting live in Chapel Hill. Nick Oxner, WBTV, on your side.
That search for that gunman going on for some 90 minutes today. We all feared this could have been even much worse than it was, and it was certainly bad today. Nick, thank you. Our Erica Lunsford's live on Franklin Street. You know, a place we normally see celebrations, good times at UNC. Not tonight. Erica, students certainly shaken up here.
Jamie, that's right. You know, I'm out here now on Franklin Street, as you mentioned, as some students are trying to gain a sense of normalcy after what happened here earlier today. We did speak to some students who said they were frightened. They felt like they had a lack of communication when it came to what was going on. They say they told me they were hiding any place that they could. I did speak to one student who told me that the classroom where she was in, everyone got together, put all the desks, all the tables together to try to barricade the door. Again, they just felt left in the dark for most of the day, not knowing exactly what happened after that Carolina alert went out to their phones. Now, we did speak to one student Also, after that shelter in place was lifted, they gave the all clear. Here's what they had to say.
I still take a little time to, relax, but it doesn't really feel like we're all safe,
And coming up tonight at 11, I'll share more about the safety protocols that are in place here on campus and what students think needs to be improved or how they felt during this situation. We'll have more on that tonight at 11. Jamie.
Our Erica Lunsford there on Franklin Street, UNC Chapel Hill. Counselors available to those students. No classes tomorrow as they try to process all of this. Erica, thank you. We've been on the story since 2 o'clock this afternoon. We'll continue to bring you updates about what is happening throughout this evening. And for the latest updates, make sure you download our WBTV News app. That'll get you the very latest updates sent directly to your phone. Time now for 7 at 7. Our Siobhan Bryan joins us with the 7 biggest stories of the day to get you caught up. Siobhan?
Jamie, we start with weather this evening. A first alert weather day as storms pop up across the area tonight. Meteorologist Rachel Coulter is tracking the latest. Rachel?
That's right. And of course, we've got flooding as one of our main concerns, although an isolated strong to severe storm also possible. We're seeing both of those things. So we've got flash flood warnings in place for Ashe County and southeastern portions of Watauga County as we approach midnight tonight. So watch out for ponding on the roadways. We're still seeing some rainfall there, and we've had several reports of flooding in those areas as well, which I'll pass along to you here in a few minutes. Still seeing a few showers to the south and east of Charlotte, but let's draw your attention to where those flash flood warnings are actively in place at this time. The first one for Ashe County, West Jefferson's included. We're starting to see some more rain filter right over the areas that have already seen areas of ponding on the roadways, some flooding concerns out that way until 11 o'clock. And another one for southeastern Watauga County and heading into Wilkes County until 12:15. Also tracking this storm here just to the south of Wilkesboro. It's going to impact northern Alexander County, Iredell County. Could bring some gusty winds with that storm and a lot of lightning. And we've had some issues with lightning so far today. If you have any rumbles of thunder, if you hear any of that, move inside right away. We do have some light rain right now in Union County down into Lancaster County, but not as strong as what we had earlier. We're also watching the tropics. We've got a Category 4 major hurricane in Franklin, likely to parallel the East Coast but not bring any direct impacts. That won't be the case here with Tropical Storm Idalia. The latest path, what we're expecting here at home, and the chances that we see any direct impacts in just a few minutes.
Rachel, thank you. No bond for the man accused of killing 39-year-old Alicia Watts. A judge made that ruling this morning as James Dunmore made his first court appearance. There were no cameras allowed inside, but WBTV confirmed close to 10 of Alicia's family and friends were there. For the first time today, we also heard from James Dunmore's legal wife, Artie Bruton, as she was there to support Alicia's family.
Yes, definitely to support Alicia's family and definitely be proactive against any type of domestic violence going on in the future. So I'm hoping that things will change in the near future if incidents like this occur.
Bruton says she married James Dunmore in 2021. Their relationship filled with allegations of abuse, according to court documents. Bruton says she hopes justice for Alicia Watts is served. And new information in another missing persons case we've been following for months now. Madalena Kojikari, last seen in November in Cornelius, getting off her school bus. Cornelius police released new pictures of Madalena yesterday. The pictures grab your attention, but the caption really makes you think. It reads in part, quote, Madalena should be preparing for her first day in 7th grade. She should be picking out what she's going to wear on her first day back. The post goes on to say, our goal is to bring Madalena home. Anyone with any information on Madalena's disappearance is asked to call the Cornelius Police Department or the FBI. Dozens of people experiencing homelessness who called a Gastonia church home are now without a place to stay tonight.
It's really stressful. I mean, it's horrible for the people that want it, that need help.
Faith, Hope, and Love Ministries shut down its homeless encampment this morning. The church owes the city about $250,000 in fines because of the encampment. According to the city, the encampment caused more than 600 calls for service for fire, EMS, and police since May of last year. Resources for the 60 people living at the encampment were offered at the site to help them figure out their next steps. And right now, thousands of Charlotte-Mecklenburg students are now home after their first day back to school. One of the biggest challenges is the switch to express bus stops. So it mainly impacts Magnet High School students. The goal is to have students spend less time on the bus. Over the years, CMS started the school year with school bus issues and students potentially getting home late. At last check, all bus routes were supposed to be completed by 6:30 this evening. Students also started school today over in Union County. 41,000 students back in the classroom at more than 50 schools. But some schools are still dealing with staffing shortages. According to school leaders, Porter Ridge Elementary still short about 100 teachers, 20 bus drivers. Superintendent Andrew Houlihan says certified teachers from the central office have been brought in to help out. Jamie, that's 7 of the biggest stories happening now at 7.
Ongoing problem really across the state, looking for teachers to fill some of these positions.
Absolutely. Filling that gap is so important. And of course, with back to school, the deadline is right up on us.
Well, I hope all the kiddos at home had a great first day, right?
Have a great school year, guys.
There you go. You got that right, Siobhan. Thank you. Coming up next here on Your Side Tonight.
I have a dream.
A dream to create equity for all, no matter the color of your skin.
It's been a long, hard road.
On this 60th anniversary of the March on Washington, family of Martin Luther King Jr. evaluate the progress made to achieve his dream. An interview you'll only see on WBTV, and it's tonight's cover story.
And our first alert weather day continues as heavy rain is bringing flash flooding concerns to portions of the area. This threat continues into your Tuesday, also keeping a close eye on Wednesday. Why? Next.